Good morning, hello, welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. Welcome to another day of triathlon training. I've not been swimming this morning because my leg's stinging and hurting, but this little superstar is going out for a run. Morning. I've just spilt it. I was going to say what you're doing, Liz, but I just said you're going for a run.
Currently stood outside the front door. Yeah, probably somewhere between 4 and 5.5 miles this morning. Not really sure yet. I've got a loop that I'm doing, and I've got two options: a shorter route or a longer route. So I've got a big hill to run up first. So I'll see how I feel when I get to the top. Okay,
you did call it something else. You called it a something hill to run up.
Yeah, I won't repeat that.
No. Okay, well, have a good run. Can I get a clip of you when you come back with your sweaty face?
Yeah, that's fine. You normally do.
Yeah. Thanks to everybody who left Liz a nice comment for TT performance of the day. You have to wait to people. Anyway, shall I let you go now?
Yes.
Have a good run. I'm going to go start work.
Thanks. See you later.
I forgot to ram my camera in Liz's face when she got back. She ran 5 miles and she said it wasn't very good because she got a stitch. But there you go. Anyway, Wiggle next day delivery pulled through for a change. It didn't last week, but it has today. So I've got my new Schwalbe Pro 1 whatever tyre on. Why do I like buying these Schwalbe tyres? Well, because I've just fitted it with my bare hands. I've not had to use any tyre levers or anything. Whereas I always find with the Contis, particularly on Liz's wheels, which are the same wheels as these, it's a bit of a pain. So something as simple as that is a real plus point. This was the damage to this tyre that from yesterday. I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's a fairly decent, if that's going to focus, fairly decent cut in the tyre, and that has gone through all the way through the tyre, so that's what caused it. Now, old Daniel would have dropped a little bit of super glue on there and carried on his merry way. However, on the race bike, I can't risk having a cut-in like that. If something goes through it again, it's just a bit silly to ruin a race result or ruin you know, finishing 5th in the club chain gang, etc. So that is it, another tyre for the bin, but there you go, what can you do? That's bikes, isn't it? Anyway, time to go out for a run session tonight. I'm going out with Triple Brutal James, and I think Liam's coming as well. We're going to do some hill efforts. This might be the last hill effort session before Outlaw Half. We might do a little one next week, I think, but anyway, I'll see you there. So we've just jogged out to the start of the session and I'm not doing the session. My leg is absolutely killing. Now, if you're easily grossed out or freaked out by, I don't know, blood or scabs or whatever, avert your eyes for the next 30 seconds, all right? Fair warning, 3, 2, 1. I'll show you for a quick bit. So this is what I did the weekend. The white bit is just Germaline cream. I've sort of tried to let it soak in today, but I don't know if you can see, but it looks all bruised all around here. And essentially, whenever I pull my leg up, it's just like a shooting pain up the side of my leg. Now, I fell off my bike on Sunday. On the Monday, I did a 5k tempo brick run, and then Wednesday, I ran 5 miles, both with like dull aches in my leg and a little bit of pain, but not a huge amount. So I can't understand why it's now hurting more. It isn't when I press my leg down at all, and it isn't when I'm cycling, or it might be today if I'm cycling. Obviously, it didn't hurt yesterday, so who knows? But I just know that when I'm running now, like I didn't hardly said a word on the way out because it was like shooting pain. That's all that was on my mind. And I'm changing my running gait. When I'm running, I'm like almost like, you know, Lionel Sanders hobbling. So I just know that when I start doing hill intervals, it's only going to be worse, isn't it? I mean, you know, worst case scenario, I thought, oh my God, I broke my leg. I haven't, have I? I don't think it would have been a possibility. It's obviously just muscular, but I'm going to need to give it a few days rest, I think. Ice and recovery and whatever else you need to do. Bit of a shame, but let's watch James and Liam run up some hills and then try and hobble back. And I think we're going to get James on to talk I was in a rush. I think we're going to get James on to talk a little... That's ridiculous. We're going to get James on to talk a little bit about Decker and how his training's progressing towards that. Yeah, it definitely is muscular. When I'm doing this, that is when the shooting pain comes in, just when I'm either extending or retracting. And as I'm sat here now, I'm just analysing like the last few days in my mind. So I think, okay, had a crash, then I ran the next day, rested the day after, ran the day after that. But then yesterday when I'd ran 5 miles, I was then also very active all day. So walking around, walking meetings, etc. Or a lot more active than I am in on my normal life. I think I did something like 18,000 steps or 20,000 steps, something like that. Coming from times when I'm working from home, I'm doing like 2,000 in a day, so there's a lot more stress on my legs. So obviously just a bit of a reaction to that, but I'm sure a few days rest and taking it easy, it'll be absolutely fine. Hopefully it'll be okay on the bike, so I can at least get some bike miles in. And to be honest, I don't really think I'd lose much fitness in a few rest days. I have already run twice this week anyway, so not the end of the world. I'll keep my chin up, watch these guys do this these hills, and then yeah, see you later. So I haven't brought my phone, running out of things to do. See how low I can get my resting heart rate. I'm sure all the endurance athletes do this as well. Let's go. That's not bad, is it? Was it 40, 41? During the night, if I leave a heart rate monitor on overnight, I can get it down to like 33 or 34. That's like, you know, nearly 1 every 2 seconds. That is mental. And I think if I'm sat down at home, I get it to like 37, 38 quite consistently. Anyway, that proves absolutely nothing. So I'm going to hobble to the top of this hill, and then we'll ask James about his Decker. Okay, so run done and dusted. I'm not sure I can call it a run. Good session, James?
Brilliant. Yeah, enjoyed it. Yeah.
Good stuff. Don't you sell my expensive car. So James, last week, if you haven't seen, well, did a bit of an announcement. That's what we call it on YouTube. We were just talking. James is hoping to do the Decker next year. What's your training been like since then? What's your feelings about it been like since then?
Yeah, so since talking on camera and it appearing on the big television, it's made a big difference to my excitement about it, the fact that it feels like a realistic goal, and it has definitely motivated me to train. I wouldn't say that I'm anywhere near, you know, ultra fitness at the minute, but I'm in the gym at the minute, getting as strong as I can before I start to go longer. The running's going well, cycling's improving, so yeah, everything's upwards.
Awesome.
Yeah,
so to me, as somebody who 9 times out of 10 always rams a camera in people I'm training with faces, and it always, sometimes it's a chore to those people to hear things like that. And you said to me a couple of days afterwards, I've thought of nothing else. You
yeah,
said.
no, it's
Yeah.
all planning.
And
yeah, just planning.
that to me makes doing this so worthwhile, because if that's spurred James on for his training, excellent. Obviously it results in me being in more pain through training because he's pushing harder now, but yeah, excellent. All right,
Yeah. Looking
Thanks,
forward
James.
to training with you loads, mate.
Definitely. All right, better than tonight. So that's it for today's video. So thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button down below. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing tomorrow at the present stage, but I'm sure I'll think of something else per normal, and I'll see you tomorrow at 4 PM. Please.